Morning guys, me again. Happy Wednesday. Don't forget that our Zoom schedule has changed this week. So today we have our quiz at 2 p.m. this afternoon. I will see you at our Zoom at 2 p.m. Today, maths, we're going to be looking at adding mixed numbers. We've got this. So mixed numbers means we've got whole numbers and fractions. You might find it easier to make them into improper fractions before you add them, but we always need the same descender. We always need the same denominator when we're adding decimals, remember. Decimal, oh my god, what is wrong with me? We always need the same denominator when we are adding fractions. Whew, that was difficult. Watch the video, watch it again if you're not sure. If you're still not sure, drop us a message on Padlet and one of the teachers will get back to you. Today in English, we are going to do some story writing. I would like you to write me an under the sea story, adventure story. So an adventure story is a type of story where someone goes on an adventure. So it might be someone, doesn't have to be a human, who lives under the sea, who needs to go on an adventure. Maybe something like Finding Nemo is an adventure story where Nemo goes on an adventure and then his dad comes to find him. Or it could be that a human goes on an adventure across the sea, a bit like our deep sea diver that we were thinking about yesterday. So we could think about something that's kind of more fictional or more factual when we're doing our writing today. You can try to include some dialogue because we've not practiced dialogue for a little while. Dialogue is some chit chat, some conversation. We need to use direct speech, so we can use inverted commas, which are punctuated correctly. Remember, when we use speech, each time a new person talks, you need to start a new line. Try and use some interesting vocabulary. Maybe write down a list of under the sea words that you would like to include. Mix up your openers and use some conjunctions. I look forward to reading your under the sea stories. If you're not sure where to start, drop me a message on Padlet and I can give you a hand with some ideas. But I kind of want to see what your ideas are. Have a little think. Remember, we need a dilemma. You might want to plot it out on a story map first of all. Always very, very helpful to do a story mountain first. Even if you just put a couple of words on there, it just lets you know where your story is going. It's very, very, very hard to just sit down and write a story that's cohesive because you don't really know how it's going to end. If you just do a little story mountain, you know what your problem is, you know how it's going to get better, you can have a little think about your character and how they get to the problem before you're actually sat down doing your writing. If you do a story mountain, you can share that with me as well. We'd love to see your story mountain. Drop that onto Dojo as well. Look forward to reading your stories today though. Really like writing stories. Stories should be at least a page. Organise your ideas into paragraphs. If you're doing yours as a story mountain, each point on your story mountain can be a paragraph. Super helpful. Story mountain helps you organise your ideas. Let's just say let's do a story mountain. If you send me a story that's just a paragraph, that's not enough, guys. That's kind of like a SPAG activity. Year 1 and 2 write 1 paragraph stories. In fact, year 2, I used to teach year 2. When you guys were in year 2, you'd write a 3 paragraph story for me easily. So get creative. You might want to type that up. You might want to write it in pen so it's easier for me to read, especially if you've written quite a lot of pages. Have a go at typing it up. See if you can get your ideas. I'm going to just drop my pencil. See if you can get your ideas. You could just do your story mountain on paper and then type straight onto the computer if you want to. Today's SPAG, we're going to do some handwriting practice. We're going to look at a poem called About the Teeth of Sharks. I quite liked this poem, made me smile. Like a crocodile, like a shark. I want you to copy it out using your beautiful join up handwriting. If it's not joined up, I'm going to return it as a draft. You need to be joining your handwriting, not rushing, taking your time, and actually thinking about your handwriting. All you need to do is copy it. So all you need to think about is your handwriting. Copy the structure as well. If you are someone who has got an incredible handwriting and I have said to you, amazing, next week you can choose your own poem if you wish. Then you may choose your own poem, but unless I have said that to you, you need to do About the Teeth of Sharks. If you are one of those people and you would still like to do this poem, that's absolutely fine. You can use my poem still. For topic today, we're going to be thinking about pirates. I want you to create a fact file or an information report all about pirates. Pirates are quite notorious. people have an idea about them kind of from cartoons and movies about what they were like. But there's a little bit more to it than that. I've put a PowerPoint presentation in your pack, and it's on the website as well in the resources section. I've also put a link to a website which I found really useful to find out some more about pirates. So have a look at that, make some notes, and then I want you to put all your ideas into an information poster or a report about what you find out. Please include some facts and figures, some obviously some information. You can include some illustrations, some diagrams, a map, and of course pirates are still a thing. They're not pirates like we think of from Pirates of the Caribbean, but pirates are still, there are still people going around on boats stealing things. It's still like quite a serious thing, piracy. So see if you can find out anything about that. Maybe have a look on the Newsround website. They're not just historical figures, pirates are still a thing now. I look forward to seeing those. Hope you have a great day. I'm excited to do our quiz this afternoon. I will see you all then. Bye guys.